Hi, everyone. Yep. Actually, my guest host for today is just running a little late. No worries. And that's Caitlin, of course. But yeah, I thought I'd just go ahead and go live. How's everyone today? Yep, it's going to be a reading stream, actually. Yeah, so every sixth stream I do on my channel is actually a reading stream. So it's been a month and a half already, I guess, since the last one. Yep. Hi, Anya. Ooh. That sounds like fun. Awesome. Actually, if you're still around maybe for a couple of minutes, do you know what movie you're watching? I'd be really interested to hear. Hi, Violet. And hi, Wallace. Actually, sorry I missed probably about 95% of your trouble stream this morning. I was kind of just doing life. I was waking up late and doing life and everything. So I only caught a little, and then I caught the end, actually. But sorry about that. Steeks left the stream or something. I don't know. I got back and he wasn't there anymore. And yay.
Hello. For some reason, the link didn't want to work on Instagram. So I had to copy and paste it and send it to myself otherwise. And then the link worked. I don't know.
Oh, really? Gosh, that's never happened to me. So you just clicked on it and it gave you some message?
Yeah, it would just said blank every time I clicked on it. It opened a tab and it would be about blank. So then I went on my phone and sent the link to myself, texted it to myself, and then I was able to get it that way. I don't know. Instagram was spazzing out.
Odd. And just a sec here. Hey, RP.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Good.
Is it by any chance about 8:19 in the evening for you?
It absolutely is.
8:20?
Yes, 8:20, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, it's 3:20 for me, 3:20 in the afternoon. And Caitlin, is it by any chance 12:20 in the afternoon for you?
Yeah.
So we're neatly, well, not quite neatly. Anyway, we're spanning the globe quite well, I think.
I'm back.
Yep. I was actually just kind of going through the comments, the hellos. Yep. Hi, Grape Fry. Actually, would you two like to do a pair of introductions? One each.
Well, hi, I'm Caitlin. My channel is A Barista's Writing Journey. I am currently doing revisions for my City project, which I'm sending to beta readers on Tuesday. So I'm doing final edits for that right now. And I've been doing weekly vlogs documenting it all. So if you want to check that out, my link should be down below.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome.
I don't have anything near as exciting to say that. My name's RP Winters. That's the name that I've got on YouTube as well. And when I remember to, I tend to just put up little videos so you know what's going on in my day. I am a writer, obviously, but that's what the videos are about. They're about writing and books and all that jazz. But yeah,
funny how that comes last, right?
Well, that should be the common denominator in this corner of YouTube. So
right.
we all
Yeah, right. It's because we all understand, and so we all forget to say it, right? That's all.
Well, yeah.
Yay! And actually, are you guys going to be reading for this stream? And do you have something to read? Ooh, that's a pretty book.
I've got a book by Lauren Groff. It's brand new. This is one of the proof copies that I got. So that's exciting. Called Matrix, and it's her first historical fiction. It's really good. It tells the story of Marie de France in medieval England, and it's like a retelling in like a queer feminist perspective. And it's really good.
Oh. And would you like to actually show us that really nice cover? Ooh, awesome. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind judging a book by its cover.
They changed it after the proof, but it's pretty close.
Oh, yeah, right. I see.
I won't be reading. I'll be finalizing revisions just because I told myself I'm not allowed to pick up another book until it's done. So,
so you'll be editing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Really, when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, for me, the most stressful sort of like phase of editing, right? Like when you know that you basically know that you're not going to be seeing it again, and it's got to be all proper. You've got to have your I's dotted and your T's crossed, and
yeah,
it can get nerve-wracking.
Like separating it into Google Docs for each beta reader and that type of thing too. So.
Oh yeah, even worse. But you got this. I know you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! I'll be reading War and Peace. I'll be continuing with that. Ooh,
that's what the actual cover ended up as. So that
right.
Yeah. I knew it was similar.
Yeah.
Similar concept, but polished.
Yeah. Right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just see here. Actually, okay. Yeah. It took me a second, but yeah, I know what you're referring to here, Wallace. I am the fake fan for sure. But I'm a fake fan who tries, maybe. I don't know. And Katie Ann's here. Hi. And we've also got Steeg here. Hi. Not too sure what this is all about, but maybe we can move on. And Cachet's here. Hi. Yep. Hey, loves, just finished therapy and gonna be doing housework and reading. Sounds like a plan. Let me see here. I'm not sure what this is about. I'm drawing a blank.
It's because the Instagram link wasn't working.
Oh, you never know. It could even be like just a bit of a residue effect or something from the thing that happened earlier this week, just a couple days ago. You never know. And this, as per that thing we were talking about, Steeg, I am not a writer. I just enjoy talking about it. You're a writer, Steeg, for sure.
If you text, you count as a writer in my book.
Yeah. Right? This is
the expectations when you actually say, "Oh no, I write like other stuff," then they're very low.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I don't know. I'm being a little bit slow with the comments as I'm reading them on the side, but Katie, have you gotten to peace yet, Michael? It's funny because it's not like, actually, if you go way back to when I was starting the book War and Peace, I think I made this joke about how at one point I was so still in the beginning that I wasn't even at War or Peace yet, even though the book's called War and Peace. I wasn't even to either yet. But the book really goes in and out of War and Peace. there is a stretch of maybe about 400 pages or so where there's no battle that's being described. But basically, I've it goes in and out of both. So I've actually gotten to War and Peace, Katie. I guess that's the short answer, the simple one. And we've got Lexi here. Hi. Yay. Steve, I never made it past the W in War and Peace. Ooh. Violet, do emojis count as writing? They certainly do, you know, especially considering emojis is a language in its own right, which you are, by the way, fluent in.
I fully expect to see a book published by Violet that's entirely emojis.
Right, exactly, yeah. And then maybe after it's sold a couple million copies, then she could translate it into English even, maybe.
That'd be a really
but yes, they do.
Theoretical challenge. Like, could you write cohesive sentences exclusively using emojis?
I think you
be
could.
cohesive in her mind.
I'm just wondering about the punctuation, right? But yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Steak picture books are basically printed emojis, so I vote aye. Indeed, indeed. Yep. So we seem to be. Ooh, how do I read this? You see, the thing is, I'm not like Violet, right? I'm not fluent in emoji, so I can only click on the comment. I can't read it, unfortunately. I can count, though. I mean, there's 5 of them, right? But good on you, Lexi.
Worry, smirk, right, banana, star. What is?
I think holding the bananas while writing, maybe.
This is like what are those things called where they put like pictures and diagrams to like, and you have to guess what like band it is or something.
Yeah.
What are they called? Dingbats.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. This is like a game of dingbats. So you have like I always find like you've got to act out emojis to figure out what they are. So I was like,
Well, because there's the one that's like the sickly face that's not showing up on StreamYard, but it's showing up on YouTube.
Oh, I'm seeing all 5 of them actually on StreamYard. Like on StreamYard on screen. I'm guessing also on YouTube. I'm not on YouTube. Maybe I can just. Yeah, I'm seeing all 5 on YouTube also. I don't know. So when you look to the right in the chat, you don't see all 5 of them, Caitlin?
No, the first one is like a little rectangle that like blitzed out.
Oh no, I see the little like W mouth face.
Yeah.
Can we get this translated? I want to know what the actual thought behind this was. I'm racking my brain trying to think.
I think it's kind of like maybe there's like a little bit of writer's block in the beginning, and then there's a little bit of a eureka moment, and then the writing down of the breakthrough, the eureka moment, and then I think the rest is just really Lexi herself, bananas and stars.
Unless it's the worry, like you said, of the writer's block.
Yeah.
And then they have the idea to write. Banana was the word I'm thinking of. Ding, there's the stars. I can carry on. I've moved past the writer's block.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So what we've learned here is Lexi forgot the word banana.
Interesting.
My interpretation.
Okay. And what about you, Caitlin? What do you think?
I was thinking maybe like, because she has hold the bananas, so maybe she's holding the banana like a pen and writing with the banana itself.
There is a pen though there, right? Okay. let me see here. Anna, hi. Happy Friday. Yeah, Pictionary. Do you, RP, have Pictionary like over on that side of the pond?
We do, yeah, but we do have Pictionary. I don't think I've ever played it, but hang on, what is Pictionary? Is Pictionary where Pictionary is where you have to be drawing something and someone else guesses what it is. It's like charades, but written down.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And
Yeah.
you've got like you've got a little hourglass, which determines your time limit. And yeah, you basically have at least 2 teams, and then every time there's a right answer before the time's up, that team gets a point, and then you just kind of tally it up in the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
dingbats
Pictionary
are like do you guys not have dingbats? Is that not a thing?
I mean, I've heard the term, but if you asked me what a dingbat was, I wouldn't be able to answer.
They're like really popular in like pub quizzes and stuff. Here you go. So you get like hang on, let me pick one that I know what it is. Here's a classic one. Okay, so number 9, that's a dingbat, right? What is that? What is the slogan?
Read between the lines.
Read between the lines, absolutely.
Okay, I see. So that's what it is.
Yeah. They're so much fun because you get like millions of them.
Right.
And then you get right. So what's this one?
Ooh. Caitlin, if you've got it, just say it out.
Say what you see.
That one.
Dr. Doolittle?
That's it.
Yeah,
they're so much fun. Honestly, I just sometimes sit and do them for ages.
I think we've got RP. I think we've got to have one more to make it a round 3. Then we can count this as a riddle stream.
Let's do it. Let's have an entire dingbats round.
I see. Yeah, Lexi's got it also.
Boom. See, you guys are great at this. Look at this.
I wonder if there's like a digital version that Michael could host as a riddle stream.
Oh God, I'm huge. Just put like a whole bunch of like a PowerPoint or something and send it through. Okay, here you go. Last one then. What's this one?
Ooh. Caitlin, any guesses? So there's red, there's green.
I'm like ready green men is what came to mind, but I don't think that's it.
I was like little green men.
Ready green men. I think this is a really good one. I wouldn't have got this if I didn't know the answer.
Ooh.
Oh, did Violet get it?
Violet's got it.
Violet's got it. Yeah.
3 wise men. That's a good one.
Quite good. I wouldn't have got it if it literally didn't say it below.
Right. So the whole coloring thing is really kind of like a decoy or something, is it?
No, because the coloring was red and green, which is the colors of Christmas.
Oh, I see. Okay, you're right. Absolutely.
Your hint, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah, you go dingbats, everybody. Welcome to the wonderful culture of pub quizzes.
I've totally learned something this stream. I've got you to thank for it. So thank you. Awesome. I do tend to hold bananas. Oh, okay. Right. I think, yeah, this just vaguely rings a bell for me, actually, Anna.
Wow, Lexi, are you throwing hands with Stieg again?
I don't know why dingbat was ever an insult.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, kind of one of those weird things, huh?
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. So that was an awesome, sort of first stint, right? I think we can get into a reading sprint, actually. The Great Banana Wars of 2021, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so actually, I've got my timer. I was thinking we could even shoot for 3 25-minute sprints that give us 75 minutes total.
Sure.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah, that works.
Oops. Okie dokie. Yep. All right. Good luck, everyone. Yay! So that's the end of our first sprint. I hope you all did well. Yep. Yeah. Any details you'd like to share or not? It's up to you.
I got through like about half of the chapter.
Ooh.
I think I got just over a chapter. I'm trying to think like where this started. Yeah, there. So I did like, what's that, 98 to 10. Yeah, I did about a chapter.
Oh, okay. Actually, RP, I thought I misunderstood. I thought you were just beginning the book, but you've already started.
Well, I went to a talk with Lauren Groff the other day, and so I'd started reading her book sort of straight after the talk. So I'm probably I'm either about halfway or approaching halfway.
Right. Awesome.
Did you get it signed if you went to a talk?
Annoyingly, no, I didn't, because I forgot to ask when I was speaking to her afterwards. And we were chatting away, and it wasn't until I'd left that I realised that she'd done a book signing if you bought the book there, but because I'd been given one of the proofs, it wasn't signed, and I never got to ask her. And she lives in Florida, so it's not likely I will see her again to ever get it signed. But if I do, if Lauren Groff comes back to the UK, I will get it signed.
Well, for the record, RP, we do believe you that you were there and that you met her.
It was on my Instagram story. I'm just saying, it was on my Instagram story, and you can see that this is proof copy, not for resale. And the cover's different. Hey, I've got all the receipts.
Right.
Just not a signature.
That's funny. And actually, Regina has joined us in that sprint. Hi. Yep. Let me just see here. RP, this is for you. I was actually reading at that point, and I didn't notice that you dropped out.
Yeah, it was. It for some reason like not logged me in, and so my little picture wasn't there, and so I logged into StreamYard, and for some reason when logging in, it's like, oh, you want to quit the stream, right? And so I had to rejoin. I don't know why StreamYard does that.
Oh my. I like to use my keyboard shortcuts, and I think it was like just a couple days ago, I just hit the wrong shortcut, and I was watching a stream, and I just closed that tab entirely. So,
Control W.
Yeah.
I just had
Oof. And Caitlin, this is for you.
In like high school. Remember that in high school when like you would like lean over to your friend and be like, "Oh, how are you getting on?" You just hit Control W and just see if like, not. Savage time.
Shortcut put to good use, huh?
Absolutely.
The short version of it, huh? Yep. And Regina, this is for you, actually. I'm sure you know that. Let me just see here. Is it going to jump on me? I hope not. Regina, I live in the desert, and a long morning rain has ruined my productivity. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And yet the sun is out, Regina, because we live in the same area.
We've got some War and Peace banter going on, actually. Lexi, OMG, I was editing a video and was like, what is this sound?
Ooh, what's the video? What channel is it for, Lexi? Are you actually starting the AuthorTube one?
I think she's starting her AuthorTube channel on this channel, I believe. I think this is the channel. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Lexi. I think the first thing I said was yay, wasn't it?
I think it was, yeah.
See, there's no doubt or anything, right, RP?
Absolutely not. Yeah, if it's on Instagram, it is factual information.
Yeah.
That's the rule. Mark Zuckerberg was like, Facebook, full of lies, but Instagram, facts.
And yet they both crashed.
Yeah. Well, and WhatsApp didn't, because Zuckerberg owns that as well.
Mm.
Yep. Yep, there's a little bit of some added detail here, actually. Yeah, actually, I was reading this sprint, and I came across a passage that I just thought was so quintessentially War and Peace. And I was wondering if you'd like to hear it, if you'd like to hear me read it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it's really a lovely passage. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm caught up with the comments. So, yeah. Yeah, so this is, just a sec, I'll just need to flip back one page here. So this is volume 3, part 1, chapter 19. So this is the very beginning of chapter 19. So ever since the day Pierre had driven home from the Rostovs, with Natasha's look of gratitude still fresh in his mind, stared up at the comet in the sky and felt the range of new possibilities opening up before him, he had stopped worrying about the agonizing problem of the vanity and senselessness of all earthly things. The terrible questions, why? What's it all about? Which had always assailed him, whatever he was doing, had now been replaced not by different questions or answers to the old ones, but by an image of her. If he heard people prattling on about nothing, or did so himself, if he read or heard about something that reminded him of human wickedness or folly, he no longer despaired. He had stopped wondering why people bothered with anything at all when life was so short and uncertain. He had only to think of her as he had last seen her, and all his doubts melted away, not because she had any answers to the questions that had been haunting him, but because her image transported him instantly into another realm of sweetness, light and active spirituality, where there was no question of being in the right or in the wrong, a region of beauty and love well worth living for. And yeah, I think I'll just stop it there. But yeah, very War and Peace, very Tolstoy-esque passage. And yeah, it's I think you can kind of tell why it's taking me so long to read this thing. But you know, I'm stopping to smell the roses, so to speak. And yeah. Yep. Let me see, actually. Yeah, so that's a... Oh, sorry?
Can I just make a quick PSA? If you hear background noises, it's my downstairs neighbour who's just decided at 9:15 they should turn up the music and start singing along to it. So apologies for that.
You know what? I don't hear anything myself.
You're one of the lucky ones then.
I know that I know that StreamYard's really good with like sort of ambient noise technology. You know, like I have this stream actually where it just so happened that like when I started streaming, or just before I started streaming, a truck pulled up. Like actually, it was servicing our garden, our backyard, and it just turned on this motor, right? Like in the back of the truck, that was so loud, and the truck was just right outside my my windows here, to my left here, and it was so loud that I myself couldn't really hear like my guest hosts, and I had to speak sort of, I was subconsciously speaking louder so I could hear myself better, right?
Yeah.
But actually when I watched the stream back, I couldn't hear anything, and that was a good, you know, hearty noise that was going on,
giving us the good stuff.
yeah. So yeah, they've definitely got that noise canceling technology going on.
Absolutely.
Yep. And Caitlin, you don't hear anything either, do you?
No.
I couldn't either.
If only that technology existed.
What's that? Sorry?
But it's technology so that I couldn't hear it as well. I can have like a personal noise cancelling bubble.
And then you can like digitally add like because of like voice recognition, you could add different people with their voices, you know. So then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you know,
if your voice
like
is recognized, we'll hear you. That was amazing. Then like walking through public, just anyone you don't care about, muted.
And all of a sudden you just can't hear a so-and-so's voice every time because you've added them to the list.
Any sci-fi writers out there, get writing this where like society has like what are they called, like a thing inserted into their head. I can't think what phrase I want. Like
there's an episode of Black Mirror that's like that, but it's more like in the eye, so everyone has like, it's like a contact lens, and then they can block people.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. And it's not overly like actually that science fiction the more I think about it, because Elon Musk is developing.
That's true.
Neuralink, is that what it's called? Which is going to be like essentially like a chip inserted into your brain to help like stimulate parts of the brain to reduce the effects of Alzheimer's and dementia. But what it also means is that you're going to have a chip inserted into your brain, which by that point it then goes, okay, well then how far away are we from just putting like a USB port on the side of your head and like plugging it in and watching a film? Like if you've got a device sending like electrical pulses into the brain, well all your eye does is do that, or your ear does is do that. So surely if you're already sending electrical pulses in, we can just now text each other from brain to brain.
The thing though, if I could weigh in or sort of like add my 2 or 3 cents, I think there is a difference between technology and technology as it directly affects the human mind, right? I mean, I think we are far from that.
I think we're far from like actually having it, but in terms of it actually being possible, I think it's definitely possible.
Oh yeah, and they're definitely already working on it now, right?
Well, it's like do you guys remember Google Glass? Google were going to bring out it was essentially a pair of glasses. Google created with like you see it all the time in like sci-fi action movies. With Google like imprinted on there, so it used Google Lens, so that you could basically like look at something, tap the side of your glasses, it would Google it and bring up the Google profile on your glasses. But it was so futuristic-y, no one wanted it, so they removed it and stopped selling it.
But now it's an app on your phone where you can do it and take a picture of it, and then it'll Google it instead.
Yeah, this was like 2 or 3 years ago, right?
Yeah,
and I guess it it was just a bit too much, like you say, like it didn't catch on.
It was too much for people. People didn't want it, and I was like, well, if they had developed it to a point where they could release it like a few years ago, we definitely have way more advanced technology than that right now, and they're just sitting there going, public's too dumb for it. There's no point releasing it.
Oh my. Let's see. Now I'm going to keep this channel focused on travel content. Okay. My other channel is the Sauerkraus. It's barren at this point, but you're welcome to follow. Totally will do as soon as I get a chance after the stream, Lexi. But thanks for clearing that up. Let me just see here. Lexi, I'm working on a little channel intro. Ooh. I'm just trying to be careful and think everything through because I want to share a lot of my childhood experiences in the illicit cannabis industry. Oh, okay. Yeah, you were talking about this. I remember. Yeah. Yep. Let me see. And that can be a little bit sensitive for some people, right? Regina, it was a lovely passage. Yeah, I agree. And that was a passage that related to Pierre and Natasha, two of the three main characters, really, in the book. Lexi, so I don't want to be like, hey, everybody, I'm Lexi, and this is a bunch of weed.
I try to be more subtle about it, where like I'll just have like a pipe in the background while I'm talking about writing, so that it's like, hey, I smoke weed, but not like in your face.
Yeah. And actually, as of what was it? I think it was, I think I want to say October of last year. It became legal in Canada, throughout the whole country. Yep. And like in the States, isn't it like by state or something? Like
yeah, I think it's only like, I don't know the number, but I do know that there's a lot of states that it's still not legal yet. And then
right.
I know in California, they're still working on getting everyone out, like figuring out the charges for people that have weed related charges. But now that it's legal, but they're still in jail, they're still like working on, I know it's a really big topic right now.
Yeah, for sure. Which if I can put my 3 cents in, I really don't understand how that's a big topic. Like, if you were put in prison because you did something illegal, and then your government was like, it's not illegal anymore, you should be let out in my book. Like,
yeah. But America's system is weird. So
it is, but put it in the concept of children, and it becomes a lot easier. If you put a kid in detention because you think they threw something across the room, and then another kid goes, actually, it was me, you'd let the other kid out of detention.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I don't
someone's no longer guilty, you let them out.
Yeah.
And I think I'm right in saying that no matter how you look at it, alcohol is really worse for you than, really anything else.
Yeah.
And, you can just walk into poison. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a really interesting topic because obviously you get the idea, you get the concept of people, saying like, oh, well, you couldn't have everyone walking around all day stoned. Do you know what I mean? But you're like, but we accept that, a drunkard throwing things around in the middle of the street is acceptable and normal.
Yeah.
But a guy like asleep at the back of a bus is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the dingbat emoji, by the way. Total change of subject.
I didn't even see that there was one. Oh.
This here?
Yeah.
Well done. Dingbat.
It's a dingbat of dingbats.
Yeah.
Dingbatception?
Exactly. It's a dingbat within a dingbat.
It is. Was it a bell animal?
Yep. Yep.
I approve that message. I think that's good. If anyone wants to try and write by a short story, I mean like 50 emojis, and send it to me on Instagram. I'd have a great time trying to guess what the hell you're on about. I think it's hilarious.
And I think you really don't even need punctuation. I mean, it seems to just kind of settle itself, huh?
It'd be really, yeah. I think this is something that I want to look into more. Can you speak?
You could play with that,
like
using punctuation and then not using punctuation and seeing if it's the same message across, like sending it to multiple people, but with and without punctuation.
Kind of do a bit of a survey.
The debate of if you put an emoji at the end of a sentence, do you put it before or after the full stop? This is like a massive debate at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, I don't even put a full stop. Like I use the emoji as a full stop. Like,
yeah,
I like to say like, "So nice to see you, laughy face." That's the end. It's not so nice to see you, full stop, laughy, or so nice to see you, laughy, full stop. I just don't use a full stop or period. You know what I mean?
Don't full stops go back to like telegraphs? I'm just getting a bit silly. You know, like Morse code and all that.
It all comes full circle.
Yeah. Regina, at Lexi, I am of the generation that waited a lifetime to see cannabis legalized. And whenever I go into the pot store, nearly all the customers are my age, LOL. Oh, interesting. Let me just see here. I think I'm snooping a little. But yeah, Lexi, at Regina, I love that. I've noticed the same thing. I'm so pleased to see broad legalization. It was a difficult transition for a lot of small illicit growers in my area, but it's still positive. Lexi, I'm not sure if you're aware, RP, but in the US, there's also a big racial factor to all this. Yeah.
A racial factor to what? What? To marijuana?
Like the incarceration issue.
As per the cannabis discussion.
Oh, yeah. No, I am aware of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Regina uses stop sign for a period. Oh, that's awesome. Actually.
Oh, that is really interesting because then it does become very.
Yeah.
No, see here, look, Regina's done full stop then emoji. Regina, I'm looking at you and your syntax. But yeah, no, that's really interesting.
Maybe even like a do not enter
sign every time. So then would you use other emojis for other punctuation? Like, is there an emoji for a comma?
But there are emojis
what if you
that
needed
are
a stop sign? What if you needed a stop sign for your actual, emoji narrative?
Can't believe I ran a stop sign, full stop. You'd have two stop signs.
Like
maybe like a do not enter.
There's emojis for punctuation marks. We'll see if it comes up.
It is. Yeah. But does it then? That's really interesting. I'm gonna ponder it.
We're gonna have to mull it over in the next sprint, huh? Regina, racial factor to the incarceration issue, right? And we've got Caitlin doing some double duty for sure. Ooh, what's this? Lexi, an apostrophe can be an umbrella. You know, like as long as you've got the conventions there established, you know.
But then what if you need to talk about an umbrella?
It's raining outside, right?
A different color umbrella? Can you do that? I don't know if that's a feature yet.
I don't know. But then what if you're colorblind? Can you not speak the language if you're colorblind?
That's true.
Speaking of which, can you convert emojis into Braille?
Ooh. I mean, if the actual emojis were just represented, but in Braille, I think that would work. Because you can feel anything.
So just like the shape of the emoji in the Braille?
You could just feel, a circle or a hexagon for a stop sign with like an S or something inside. I don't know.
Mm.
I believe
That's
we've.
the sort of inclusivity of emoji as a language now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But if you have the apostrophe in a different place, if you're speaking, translating, say, from like, I don't know, French to English, but if it's French to emoji to English, would the apostrophe be in a different place? Or like, depending on what language you're coming from first.
Right.
Oh yeah, yeah. But then, in theory, because emojis are glyphs, surely it would be interlanguaged. Because if you were saying like my umbrella, you probably you wouldn't use my. There's not an emoji for my. You would just put umbrella. So
Umbrella.
so
Right.
even like translating it into other languages, like rather than in Greek you would say umbrella my. But again, that wouldn't matter because you'd still just have an umbrella. Oh,
Ooh.
I'm getting very excited about this concept of translation to emoji.
We've
Gonna
started
figure out how to conjugate emojis.
we've started an entire new field of linguistic research in this stream, huh? Regina, full stop emoji is the American way. Emoji full stop is European.
And then you've ended it in a European manner. Oh no, you've ended it the American way. Yeah, emoji full stop. Yeah, you've ended it American. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Yep. What's this here?
Different umbrellas.
Plural umbrella.
Yeah.
Well, the third one is actually a parasol, isn't it?
So maybe depending on the color, it could be my umbrella, your umbrella, their umbrella. Like
She, its umbrella.
Oh my. Rain plus hat equals umbrella. Okay, that's another idea.
Okay. So having like multiple interpretations of how emojis could and should be read in order.
Yeah. Oh my. Violet, just use a space between phrases. Okay. That could solve the apostrophe issue. I love word games. Yep. This is awesome. But maybe we should go ahead and get in a second sprint. What do you think? As we're caught up. And then we can continue later. Yep. Let me see here. I know how to do this. Okie dokie. Good luck, everyone. Yay! That's the end of our second sprint, actually. And RP, it seems, has had to pop out. But thank you, RP. See you. Yep. I think I read 3 pages that sprint, actually. Did you make out okay?
I kind of couldn't focus, so then I grabbed like this bottled smoothie and then drank a little bit of that, and then I kind of started editing a chapter, but I only got like a few paragraphs in.
No, that's okay. No worries. You're making progress for sure this stream. So what chapter are you on again?
I'm currently
like what number?
Chapter 33 right now out of 51. So
right.
I'm hoping
you're
to
getting there.
Get there, yeah, this weekend.
Oh wow. Like by the end of this weekend, huh? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, because I'm sending the first, because I have it broken up into 5 different sections, and I'm sending the first section to beta readers on Tuesday. So really, like, I don't have to have the entire thing done on Tuesday, but I'd like to try and get as much done as possible. So if there's someone from my beta readers that wants to just binge the entire thing, I can just send it to them.
Right. Yeah, it kind of gives you peace of mind to just know that you've actually got the whole thing good to go, I guess. Let me just see here. We've had Kelly join us. Hi. And yep, we should have one more, hopefully 25-minute sprint still in the bag. Regina, time to reboard the chat train. All aboard, huh? Ooh. Yeah, it seems like everyone's thinking smoothie, huh?
It's a smoothie day. Although yours is probably tastes much better than mine.
Yay. Kelly, what are y'all working on tonight? Actually, so my co-host, Caitlin, actually is doing some editing, final revisions, actually, editing for her manuscript. And I'm reading War and Peace myself. And yep, everyone in the chat is also working on something, I'm sure, or maybe not. This is for you, Caitlin. So you're like, the two of you are in sync, huh, today? Yeah. With your smoothies and your workings also?
Yeah. Well, I have it broken up into 5 sections, and I'm kind of in the beginning of section 4. So
yeah, sounds about right. Sounds like your chapters are just about even. So yeah, like what to you is a good sort of like chapter length that you like to shoot for? Like your dream number of words for a chapter?
I tend to aim for in between 2,000 and 3,000 words.
Okay.
There are a few chapters that are like 1,500 to 2,000. So there are some of these chapters that I'm trying to like bulk up a little bit so that they're all in the same range. And I'm just bulking it up by like adding more description, because that's kind of like my weak point from my last round of beta readers is like they wanted more descriptions of the characters in the setting and like that type of thing. So that's just kind of what I'm focusing on in this draft, as well as some of the plot points that have changed and rearranging a few scenes and that type of thing. And then the second round of beta readers is supposed to like make sure all of the changes that I made from the last round actually succeeded, if that makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah. So you're an underwriter, it seems, huh?
Yeah, a bit.
Maybe at least a bit.
It depends on what it is.
Yeah. Kelly, ooh, editing is fun. Reading sounds relaxing. I have issues sitting still and focusing while reading. I'm gonna try to finish the first act of my new contemporary novel tonight.
Nice.
That's a nice. That's a nice sort of milestone, for sure. Good on you. Okay. Actually, for me, it's like about 5,000 words, I'd say.
Okay.
That's what I shoot for.
I think it
Regina?
depends on the genre too.
Yeah, and the
What
project.
the standard is, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
for sure.
I've had another project where it was like some like during the climax, or even in this project too, where it's like the climax, because it's like, especially if because there's two POVs, and if the characters are in the
Mhm.
same place near the climax, I kind of like jump back and forth really quick between the POVs if they're in the same space, so that like
Mhm.
the
Yeah,
reader gets like kind of both of their points of view. That's the only section that's like shorter chapters that are maybe like 1,000 to 1,500 words, where like all of the build up to that when they're not in the same space is like the standard 2,000 to 3,000 that I'm aiming for.
right. Yeah, but that makes sense. I mean, if they're both there, right?
Yeah.
It's almost a little bit awkward if one's not, sort of contributing their POV.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could certainly work it that way too, right?
Mhm.
And not switch, but I don't know. But yeah, it looks like Regina. This is like the third instance, right? Like of her being sort of like in tune with you. It looks like her chapter lengths are about like yours. Yep. I say actually, while we've still got some time, we go ahead and get into a third sprint so that we can make it a nice 3 25-minute sprints, huh? And then we'll still go over, but not by too much, right? Hopefully.
We had a little bit of chatting.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's not so bad to catch up a little bit for the productivity, right? Um, Let me see here. Yep. And reset. And good luck, everyone. Yay. Yay, that's the end of our third and final sprint, actually. Yep. I read 3 more pages and then I chilled a bit, listened to some music.
Nice. I almost finished that chapter, but I had to go through and change some things because this is one where like a plot point changed, so I've had to like change some conversations around and stuff.
Oh, so you can't kind of like surf along anymore.
Yeah.
Get into the trenches a bit, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
I should finish it soon, though.
Yeah, that's why totally for editing, I always track time as opposed to like words or pages or something.
Yeah, I tend to track by chapters so that it's like, okay, I've gone through a pass of this chapter.
Right. Yeah. Let me see, actually. Do you like my emoji?
It's the one that's your background if you turn your camera off, right?
Yep. I'm basic. I'm not whatsoever fluent in emoji. Like Violet, Asche, those great ones.
They can be the translators.
Thank you, Regina. Yay. Yep. You've got some nice sunlight now going across your room, huh? It looks like.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be in my eyes in a few minutes.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we're kind of getting to that time of the year where it seems like the sun moves more quickly, like kind of across the room, right? Instead of just beating down for the whole day. Yep. And I like your lights, your other lights, your lights in the background.
I like to have a cozy vibe when I'm writing.
Yeah. Very cozy. I like it. Yeah. So I think actually we both had pretty productive streams, actually. I hope in the chat you all also got in whatever it is you wanted to, right? Even if it was some relaxation or unwinding or chilling or something. Regina, I love the neutral look, LOL. Somehow this comment, I didn't see it pop up, and then I just looked and it was there. But I saw Violet's pop up. Yep. Ooh, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Yep. I probably did, I want to say like 8. I think I read 8 pages, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice. That's a good chunk for War and Peace.
It's, I mean, I'm kind of like paying attention and everything, but not hurrying or anything, just reading, I guess.
Especially with reading something that's written like that, you kind of have to take your time.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I don't know, like from a sort of like pure reading comprehension point of view, with how many words there are on a page with this War and Peace, I could probably read as much as I'd say maybe like 25, 30 pages an hour, something like that. Okay. But it's just not my jam. So I end up, reading a lot less than that. like there's kind of like a difference between like reading comprehension and just what you like settle into, like the sort of groove you settle into. So the groove I settle into is probably only about a page every 5 or 6 minutes. So that would be like maybe like 18 pages an hour. But gosh, that sounds, yeah, I guess I could read 18, or I would read 18 pages in an hour if I just like already had like my water with me and I wasn't like getting up or anything, just like really reading for an hour. And an hour's not actually that long anyway. It can just fly by, right? Yep. Let me just see here. Ooh, Lexia got some good editing done. LOL, good for you.
Nice.
I hear you, Regina. I hear you.
Well, we're supposed to get snow on Monday, so get as much productivity in as you can, Regina.
Really, huh? Like just wet snow, like some flurries and stuff, or like actual accumulation?
Because like the actual city's like in a valley, so it should possibly only be like a couple of inches, but then like the mountains are supposed to get a lot of snow. So.
Oh, right. Interesting. I certainly haven't heard of any snow in the forecast for my neck of the woods.
Well, we had like a really dry winter last year. Like it only snowed a few times and it barely stuck. So everyone's saying like this winter is probably going to be really bad because of that.
Yeah, it's just like the weather is like a yo-yo nowadays, huh? And I guess even the weather like kind of bigger picture, like over the seasons too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really remember, at least off the top of my head, here in Southern Ontario, I can't remember recently any 2 winters in succession that were actually similar. You know, it's always like, oh, what's this winter going to be like? And then you find out a few months later. Funny. Regina, when I was in high school, they forced us to take a fast reading class. Interesting. Kelly, I have to jump off here because fussy babies, but all in all, I got a good chunk of writing this chapter. So thank you for the stream. Thank you. Glad to hear it. Regina, I thought it was stupid because I read for pleasure and don't want to hurry. Ooh, what's this here? Regina, turns out science has proved me right. Those courses were bunk. I never had, like in terms of like a class that I had that might seem like odd, at least now. For me, what comes to mind is typing. I took a class that was just typing. Like
I remember I think it was when I was in elementary school, we had a whole like course of typing that we had to do. I forget what the program was called, but it was like space themed where we like had to learn how to type properly with our hands like this.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. In grade 9, I think it was. Yeah. Grade 9, like, but second semester. I had a class that was just typing and we just typed. I don't know. There might still be such a thing.
I think there's like if you Google like typing fast or something like that, like there's a test you can take to see exactly how many words per minute you type and how fast.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Regina, LL at Caitlin, what's your elevation? I'm at around 5,000 feet.
I actually don't know the elevation, but I know because we're in the same area because I'm in Reno. So
5,000 feet's a lot, isn't it? I mean, that's like 2,000 meters or something like that. Really roughly, anyway. Yep. And we've got a bit of a correction here. Yep. But at this point, we've gotten in our 3 sprints. We've also gotten in our 3 dingbacks, right? For what it's worth, right? That was awesome, actually. RP's brought us a lot of joy, for sure.
I almost changed my name to Dingbat when you put that, but then I thought against it.
But yeah, we've gotten in our 3 sprints and everything also, and we've made time. Even we've made time a little too good, actually. This is probably my longest stream ever, I think. But
yeah.
When
you do
I guess
325, it tends to extend a little bit longer.
Yeah. But then, I guess we can definitely call it a stream at that. So again, my lovely guest hosts for this week are Caitlin and RP, and I've got them both linked in the description box below. Yep. Okie dokie. Thanks, bundles and bunches. Bye-bye.
Bye, all.
Bye-bye.